Stupid worm. You stupid worm. Leave me alone. I've got to go save baby Moosey. Baby Moses. Babby Moses. We must save Babby Moses. Save him from the evil, monstrous worms that want to eat him. Okay, what are we doing? Still gotta go this way. Still need to go across here. Okay, let's get back to doing this and saving these guys, because I do have a bonus objective that I need to do. And we need to spray this guy. Or not. Let's just do the fish. Bop. And one more fishy fish. One more fish. Okay? Yes. Okay. But yeah, this is an old game. It is an old game. They're still updating it. They're still putting out expansions. But it is an old game. And as much as I love it, as much fun as it is, there are just glaring problems with it sometimes. Especially with the physics, especially with how the animations work sometimes. It's just, they just cannot overcome some of the limitations of the engine this game is running in. And what they would have to do is just completely rebuild the game for the most part, if they ever really truly wanted to get past some of the problems, some of the downfalls of it. But yeah, that would mean having to rebuild the game completely from scratch for the most part. So I doubt they will ever do that. Though I do wonder if they're ever going to come out with like Warcraft 3, Warcraft 4, a new RTS game. I mean, it has been, what, nearly 15 years since the original one came out. And people have been wanting a new World of Warcraft game. They've been wanting a new RTS, Warcraft 4 type game. But the problem is, how would they do it, realistically? Because there's just so much story, so much lore built up in World of Warcraft that they would have to kind of shoehorn into anything that they put out. And yeah, how would it reconcile with this game itself? I mean, would it be a part of this game? Would it be an extension? Would it be some future version of it? It's hard to say. It's one of those things. People wanted it 10 years ago, and they got World of Warcraft instead. So people have wanted Warcraft 4 for a long time, but I doubt we will ever get it. And and it's a sad thing, but it's understandable. World of Warcraft is far more profitable than any RTS game they put out ever could be. So yeah, I think it actually makes a lot more money than Warcraft 3 ever did. Probably more than all the previous versions of Warcraft ever did. Warcraft 1, 2, or 3 combined. This game makes a lot more than they ever did. So yeah, it's not financially viable, really, for them to do that kind of thing, to go back and just make a new RTS game using World of Warcraft properties. So yeah, I highly doubt we will ever get a Warcraft 4, no matter how much people would actually want it. There we go. And that is kind of funny, considering that the original Warcraft game, the original Warcraft, was kind of a take on, and that is something that is odd. It was actually a kind of a rip-off. It's not really a rip-off, more of a parody. Parody, is that the right word, of Warhammer 40k? If I remember correctly what the story was, the Warhammer 40k people came to Blizzard. Blizzard was starting to work on a RTS game based around the Warhammer 40k game world, and the Warhammer people said they didn't like it, they didn't like the direction it was, or they just didn't like the design that they were using, and they backed away from the project, and it left Blizzard with all these assets, all this kind of stuff they had already worked on for the game, but they couldn't use the Warhammer 40k license. So what they did was, there we go, and it's done. So what they did was they just used all the assets they had already worked on for the Warhammer and created their own thing. They created Warhammer, World of Warcraft, the original World of Warcraft RTS game, and it actually became fairly popular. Popular enough for a sequel, and then that one was popular enough for another sequel, and the whole storyline kind of developed from that. They just wanted to keep going with what they already had developed, wanted to use up what they already had developed, and I can't get in here. No. So yeah, that's how World of Warcraft was born. That's how Warcraft 1, 2, and 3 were born, out of just reusing assets they had already created for another game. I don't know how much of that is accurate, how much of that is entirely like 100% true, and how much of it's just kind of hearsay of what I've heard over the years in regard to the Warcraft storyline, in regards to the Warcraft game and how it came into existence. But Life's Main Caverns. Okay. But yeah, that's basically what I heard how this game came into existence, that it was based on kind of a Warhammer game they originally were developing, but kind of had to abandon due to war. Ooh, there's a quest up there I need to turn in. Let's go turn this in, and then I'll go over there. Because this is a one-of quest, I think. Looks like it. Here we go. Ew, is this a better? Slightly better. There we go. And a bit of ore on the side. Yum. Was there anything in here? Yes, there is another chest. Another free chest. But yeah, what was I talking about? Warhammer? Yeah, but Warhammer, I could so totally see World of Warcraft, Warcraft storyline, Warcraft thing being a kind of not so much a rip-off, or just a reuse of old assets from a failed Warhammer game. I mean, it kind of looks like it. I mean, it's the same basic storyline, the same basic idea. You have the human alliance, the orcs, the evil undead, the elves, as all different factions fighting against each other. So yeah, it does look like a Warhammer kind of game. And I do think that the Warhammer company, the company that who actually owns Warhammer right now, or who actually owned it back then, because I do think they kind of missed out on an opportunity. Because if they had, in fact, kept going with Blizzard, this could have been the Warhammer MMO. World of Warcraft could have been Warhammer, the world of Warhammer 40k. Imagine that. Imagine what it would have been had they not abandoned it. I mean, granted, it probably would have been micromanaged to hell. They would have really kept a tight rein on the storyline, on the plots. It probably would not have allowed the Blizzard team to really go as far as they have with this, in the direction they went with this. Because this is theirs, they can do whatever they want with it, they can go with whatever plots and stories they want to go with. So, yeah, it's basically open-ended, and they don't really have to answer to anyone except for their own development team. Whereas if they were working with the owners of Warhammer 40k, they would have to double-check and triple-check every decision they made. I highly doubt it would have been as lighthearted or as just simple fun as World of Warcraft is. It would have been a lot more serious, a lot grittier, a lot more of the way Warhammer games usually turn out. I mean, just look at Warhammer 40k, what is it? What is it? That Warhammer 40k RTS game. I actually have it. I played a ton of it back in the day. I just can't remember the name of it. That's what the Warcraft games would have been had they kept going with it. But yeah, it did actually turn out in a fairly good way. I did like the Warhammer 40k RTS games. They were a lot of fun, but they were very much more serious than the World of Warcraft games were. More on point, more closer to what the Warhammer lore and story is. And I highly doubt that if Blizzard had kept going with their game, had kept going with the development, it would have been nearly as much fun. And I don't even know if it would have been as successful as World of Warcraft has been. Because there actually was a Warhammer 40k game. And I am dying here. I am actually dying. Holy crap. I can't get a good target on anything. Everything keeps going behind me while I'm trying to target it. But yeah, there actually was a Warhammer 40k MMO, and it did not do very well in the face of World of Warcraft, because it came out early on in the lifespan of World of Warcraft, like, what was it, 7 years ago it came out, and it was a lot more it was not nearly as popular as World of Warcraft was. In fact, it failed miserably, and I don't even think it lasted very long. How long did it last before it actually died as an MMO? Because it originally started out as a subscription-based game, just like World of Warcraft is. So it did. I mean, it was popular among the Warhammer fans, and it wasn't the Space Marine Warhammer. It was the classic orcs and sword and sorcery knight type Warhammer game, which is what it's basically what the Warhammer used to be. It used to be that sword and sorcery kind of thing, not space battles of epic space marines and orcish hordes flying in on spacecraft and like that. It was basically just what World of Warcraft is. Kingdoms of orcs and elves and undead zombie monster things and evil dark chaos forces and like that. That's what it used to be, but the Space Marine stuff really did take off and become a lot more popular. So that's what it became with all the RTS games. And don't get me wrong, it's a lot of fun. I just don't know if it would have been as popular had Blizzard kept going. If Warcraft 3, Warcraft 1, 2, and 3, and World of Warcraft had been a Warhammer game. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm talking about this. I should be paying attention to the game itself. Because this is World of Warcraft. It's not Warhammer. But it's fun to wonder what it would have been like had it been World of Warhammer instead of World of Warcraft. I am curious. Would it have been as better? Would it have been as good? Would it have been equally as fun? Or would it have been a colossal failure? That would have been dead years ago. I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, I do like this game. I am happy the fact that it is its own unique thing. That it's its own different thing. It's not tied to some other third-party intellectual property. Judgment. Dealt by judgment. So it is a slight upgrade to that one. So yeah, let's go with that. There we go. And may your rivers flow, let me go ahead and put that on. And I actually do have enough for an upgrade. I really should go back and do that at some point. Oh. But yeah, there is a treasure chest down here somewhere, if I remember correctly. We need to get down there. And I also need to remember to rebuff, because I keep forgetting to do that. I always forget to rebuff myself. Okay, where is it? It should be around here somewhere. Is it down there? I don't think so. No. It's, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here we go. So let's get this treasure chest and I will head out. Okay. Bop. So what's in here? There we go. So much gold. Let me rebuff really quick before I forget. And let's get out of this cave and head back. Okay, let's go grab this flight point before I turn in this quest. Look at this. So nice. It's actually, I have not actually been around this area. In fact, let's go explore a little bit. Because I have not actually been around here. There were no quests that sent you right here. So I did not really explore when I was coming through here on my Warlock. Is this part of Suramor? I think it might be. Everything's still like 103 here. And there's a quest! Holy crap, there's actually a quest. I did not notice this before. I have not seen this before. So, yeah. Let me turn that off. So, yeah, we have Druid of the Talon. Okay, well, I did not see... I had no idea this quest was even here. Holy crap.
My winged children fill
took the
the
flying
skies.
challenge.
They are my eyes, my
Blessing.
my life.
Road from the nest as soon as we can. Huh. Collect emerald globes. Okay. What is this? Holy crap! We're flying! We're flying through the air! So I have to collect gold globes. I have to collect globes. Okay, that's one. Ooh, here we go. It's two. Three. Ah, this is just like the one in a... Oh, there was a quest just like this. Well, not so much a quest as a weekly thing in Timeless Isles that had you collecting, flying around doing this kind of stuff. Basically, it sent you up to the middle of the air, and it gave you these wing-like things, allowed you to fly around. Ah, there we go. Holy crap. How do I get up out of here, though? How do I get out of here? Hello? Hello? Where am I? How do I get out of here? Do I have to... How do I get back up? Oh, okay. Is there like a flight point I can get up to? I don't know. But I'm gonna have to fly. How do I get back up? I don't know. I'm in a completely different zone. I don't know, but there is ore here. How do I get back up there? I don't know. Flight point. Okay, there's a flight point down there. I'm just gonna have to take it, I guess. Ooh, stuck. But yeah, that's similar to one thing that was in the Timeless Isles in Pandora. It was a weekly thing you could do that would send you flying up into the air, and you had to land on these little platforms, and you could loot the chests in them. Oh, at least that's what it reminds me of. What is this? I don't know. But let's just explore. I mean, I never know. You can always find something interesting just randomly exploring. I don't see anything, though. I was hoping for a treasure chest. Not finding anything. Looks like we're just going to have to make our way back up. Damn it, I have to get back up on top of the cliff. Oh, no. No. Okay, let's make our way to the flight point. Just found a random quest. And now I have to make my way back up. What is there? I don't know. Let's take a look. Let us explore a little bit. Maybe something good. Maybe something bad. I just don't know. And there's nothing. It's a quest NPC that has a level 110. Okay, I'm getting out of here. I am not dealing with a level 110. Probably a quest NPC for something important. So, yeah. Maybe even one of the world quests that you have to come in here and kill her. I'm not sure. But, yeah. I haven't really done a lot of this zone. I've not really done a lot of Valshara. So I don't really know what's here. I'm not really sure about the quests. I mean, I did just enough quests here just to get... Ooh, here we go. I did just enough quests here to get the, what's it called? The reputation I needed. Beyond that, I haven't really done much. So, yeah. I have been through this area, though. And it is odd. It's not all, like, messed up yet. Ah, here we go. Here is the Emerald Nightmare area with the flight point that I thought I was going into. But apparently... Crap. Naked Worgans. I don't want to deal with naked Worgans. I want to get the flight point out of here. Give me the freaking flight point so I can get out of here and get back to my real quest area. Because I don't want to deal with this right now. I'm going to come back through here at some point. So I might as well save that stuff for then. Come on, let me out of here. Send me up there. Let me get out of here. Come on. Okay. Almost back up to the flight point. All in all, I mean, I thought that might be a nice long quest thing, but no. It's just a single quest to get this weird flying stuff. So, yeah, kind of pointless. Kind of meaningless. But at the same time, I had no idea it was even there. So yeah, nice that I was able to find that odd little thing. Is there anything over here? I don't know. Let's take a look. Because that's one of the things I like doing. I just like to go around exploring. But for some reason, a lot of the quests, a lot of the areas, kind of discourage that. With the fact that unless you're on a quest that sends you into an area, you don't really want to go out exploring. Because it's just, if you're eventually going to get a quest that's going to send you there, like here, there's probably going to be a quest that's going to send me to this particular area. So I'm kind of just wasting my time. Though I have not technically seen any quests that send me to this specific spot. So I don't know. But yeah, that's one of the things I kind of find annoying about the way the quest lines and stuff were set up. Is the fact that with how densely packed the areas are with quests, with questing areas, you know that there's just going to be a quest that's going to send you there at some point. So if you fight your way into the heart of this deep, dark cave, where you have to fight tooth and nail just to get inside of it, then you know you're going to eventually get a quest that's going to send you back in there, and you're just going to have to fight your way in there again. And the first time you go through it, and you don't have the quest, and all you get out of it is maybe a rare in the deeper area of it, or maybe a treasure chest, which is nice, which is fun, but then you're going to have to do it all again once you actually get back in there and you actually have the quest. And I do feel it kind of discourages just open world exploration, just going around, looking around on your own, which is annoying, but at the same time, yeah, it's just understandable. So, yeah. Let's get this done.
If you get lost,
okay.
Just follow the river.
Should probably try and sell some stuff. Ooh, artifact power. In fact, let us sell while we are on. There we go. Let's put that in there. Sell some stuff while we were tooting our own horn. Toot. Toot tootaloot. Bop, bop, bop. And a toot. Bop. Is that better? No. Bop. Bop. Why didn't that work before? I don't know. There we go. And everything's sold. Okay, let's finish tooting the horns. Sound the horns of battle, or sound the horns of evacuation. The horn of evacuation. I wonder whose horn this is, because standardly, these kind of calling horns are made from like bull's horn, and that's what you would normally use, like gunpowder horns they used to use for muzzle-loading rifles and like that. They were made out of bull horns. They were literally made from a bull's horn. So, yeah, what are these horns made out of? I'm wondering. I don't know, because these are kind of torn. So, it's an odd thought that they would use a bull's horn for it. Though they don't have bull horns, they have moose horns. And I don't think a moose horn would be very useful as like a horn like that. I mean, it's not hollow. It's not really. It's not even a horn. It's more antlers. So yeah. Was there anything in here? Like a treasure chest? Anything good? No.